Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert to throw right away. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Herbert. He sets to fire deep. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now a give, right side. Whitfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on 1st down. Whitfield. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Whitfield. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Murray now. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
67 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. On 3rd down, Jet. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's...
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the up. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, LA! Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, Whitfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game,
You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Now a give right side. Whitfield, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Murray and company going for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. Jet, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
You called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jermaine Johnson, his 2nd sack of the night. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray going to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
at the 41, 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Jet. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Chargers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. McCann for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. McCann's got it teed up. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Whitfield. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Murray now on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On first down, Whitfield. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and control this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jet. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 164 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Herbert now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Still 15 yards to go. Second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Jet. And he'll take this up to the 30. A gain of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Play fake. Murray. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Murray off play action. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 195 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jet, and he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here we go on 4th. Herbert forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, The winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Cook. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Murray now on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. On second down now. Jet, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On third down, Jet. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. So it's a here for the LA Chargers, and it was thanks to the fine play of their quarterback, CD, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So for the Chargers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.